Inside the last half an hour of the SportsMax Zone for this Monday, the last game of round 16 in the La Liga ended a short while ago and saw second from bottom Getafe tackling 10th place Athletic Bilbao. The match ended in a 0-0 draw. Athletic Bilbao, after having a reasonably good start to the season, now winless in their last 7 games but still holding a top 10 position. Leaders Real Madrid stretched their lead to 8 points in the standings, following a 2-0 win at Real Sociedad on Saturday. Real's win came at a cost, though, as in-form striker Karim Benzema picked up a hamstring injury that will keep him out of the midweek Champions League game against Inter, and could also see him miss the weekend Madrid derby in La Liga. Round 16 did have 2 bad results for the big teams, as defending champions Atletico Madrid were beaten and Barcelona were also beaten. Let's look at the full results now from the round of 16, or the 16th round. Alaves losing on a trip to Granada by 2-1. Sevilla winning at home 1-0 over Villarreal. Barcelona beaten 1-0 by Real Betis. Atletico Madrid, as we said, beaten 2-1 by the travelling Mallorca. Real Madrid 2-0 over Real Sociedad in a battle of top 3 teams. Real Vallecano were 1-0 winners over Espanyol. Elche won 3-1 over Cadiz. Levante 0 with Osasuna, and Celta Vigo, they were beaten at home 2-1 by Valencia. So the standings at the moment showing Real Madrid comfortably top of the table with 22 points, 8 in front of Sevilla, with Betis in third, and the 8-point lead there comfortable for Real Madrid. Still in the first half of the season, though, Real Betis, Atletico Madrid, Real Sociedad are the teams chasing Real Madrid at the moment. Barcelona, they are all the way in 7th spot there, Athletic Club, who drew 0 with Getafe today, moving 1 place up, or dropping to 9th place actually, and that's the top half of the league table. Cadiz, Getafe and Levante, the teams occupying the relegation spots at the moment, and Espanyol and Mallorca are the teams just outside the top 10. So Real Madrid continuing to show steady form in La Liga, Georgia Mariah, and they lost Benzema to an injury, but based on the reports it doesn't sound as if it's that bad a hamstring injury. We're hearing about him missing the Champions League game and maybe the weekend game, but nothing beyond that. And usually if it's a serious hamstring tear, you could be looking at, you know, up to a month, and I don't hear them speculating on that at the moment, so maybe it's not that serious an injury.
Well, nothing as yet, but Lance, what I will say is Real Madrid team with Karim Benzema is obviously a team apart from the rest of the pack, and I have to say that because Atletico Madrid, they've looked nothing like themselves. Barcelona, they're not even in the conversation. So when we think about Real Madrid with Karim Benzema, we'll say that, you know, to not have him for a couple of games will be a hit. However, the youngster who stepped up in his place, Jovic, with a goal and an assist, you know, just eased his way into the squad after Benzema had to come out. And I felt as if, you know, it shows some sign of positivity, because to have lost your top player and then have this other player, Jovic, come into the setup, score, assist with a goal, I feel as if, you know, it's a positive sign, and Real Madrid wouldn't feel too pressured as yet. Unless they hear that he'll be out for a longer period of time. Yeah,
been a bit burdened, George. Benzema has been. He has played every international for France since the summer, and 18 of Real Madrid's 19 games in recent months. So he has been stretched.
Yeah, but his goal return suggests that he's thriving on the pressure at club level, and also he's doing very well internationally as well. He was at, 17 goals this season in all competitions for Real Madrid. The man is the heartbeat of this team. He is the wise head that you need in the forward line. Jovic came over at great expense a couple of seasons ago. It's not quite happened before. Zidane wasn't really a fan. Ancelotti is the kind of avuncular figure that can revive a flagging player's career. So you'll be hoping that Ancelotti can work the magic where he's concerned. But he won't replace Benzema in terms of the goals that Benzema guarantees in La Liga. Although, as Mariah pointed out, he did do the business when required on the weekend, and you can't fault him for that. So if you judge him on his last performance, then his last performance is good, and you'll expect him to be able to repeat that. If they want to win La Liga, they're going to need Benzema fit for long stretches of the campaign. He has a very good record where staying fit is concerned. So yes, he's going to miss the next 2 games on the horizon, as you noted. I don't think the absence is going to be long term. They'll be okay. They'll be okay until he gets back. They'll be fine.
And George, that's the amazing thing about having the 8-point lead, because, you know, you set yourself up for that anything that happens, or all right, he misses 2 games, but still the cushion that they have, and that's what I've been saying to Lance, you were off that time, that, you know, I like when the teams do well at the beginning, because if things like this happen during the season, you know, you kind of protect yourself then.
Yeah, but how solid is Benzema's form though? Because I saw a report that suggested that of the top 5 leagues in Europe at the moment, no player has participated in more goals than he has up to this point. I think 12 goals and 7 assists. So even if he isn't scoring, he's contributing.
Yeah, but you know, you saw that study. I was reading a report that showed that the English Premier League, in terms of those men in the Golden Boot race, they are not as prolific as they were at this stage of the season in past campaigns. So I stretched that over to Benzema to say that Benzema is dominating on the attacking front in a La Liga where the marksmen, where you're stretching it to really call those vying for the Golden Boot the Pichichi marksmen, because they aren't really that. Lionel Messi's gone, who's always a contender for that. Luis Suarez, Lance, how long have I been telling you that Luis Suarez, we're seeing the fumes there? Yeah. And it really, it's obvious now.
Yeah, we've said before that he has probably lost a yard, but I think he has lost 4 or 5 yards.
There you go, right. So he's not there. Griezmann is hit and miss these days. Benzema is the overlord of attacking play in Spanish football right now. He does as he pleases, and Real Madrid will win the league if he plays sufficiently. But to the point you made, it just shows the dominance that he has and the authority that he's exerting in a Real Madrid team that, when you take its component parts and put it together as a team, looks better than everything else in Spain.
Yeah, and the other thing that we look at before we wrap the segment is, as we said, Real Madrid's steadiness, and the fact that the way the league is shaping up at the moment, I know we are still below the halfway point in the season, but Real Madrid must be considered really heavy favourites to be champions.
Yeah, for sure. And I said that because Atletico Madrid, nothing like how they looked last season. And, well, we already said Barcelona, not in the conversation. So who's going to take it? Sevilla? They usually choke at the last minute.
I expected them to play well before the end of the season and go close. I still expect them to go close. Yes,
but not close.
On this day in sport, if you're asking me, will Sevilla beat Real Madrid to the Liga, I'll say no.
No.
But I expect them to go very close this season, and I expect that Atletico will have a revival at some point. Barca are already too far back. Mariah spoke about cushion. Barca are beneath about 1,500 pillows right now and trying to find the needle that is Real Madrid up at the top. They are 16 points off now. You can forget about them. Yeah. So Sevilla will go close. Atletico will play better. But it's a one-horse race from now on as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, of course, La Liga is on all the SportsMax platforms. You can see it on weekends on the home of champions. We go to break. NBA basketball next.
La gente me dice que ya es muy obvio, que ya se me nota.